traders, FS Speculate here. Today is Wednesday, so happy hump day, and it is February 26th. So how's everybody today? Hopefully having a fairly good day. It is hump day, and that usually is a pretty decent day for market movement. Overall, the dollar has been very slow in my opinion this week. So far, it's kind of a doji candle, as you can see. Unfortunately, because of that, we still don't know 100% whether we're looking at a correction to the last wave up and it's going to eventually go up again, or whether it really is the end of a wave B and potentially it is going down for a wave C, which would likely keep on going down. Definitely still, unfortunately, trying to figure that out because, I mean, to me, it definitely looks like the end of a wave B. It looks like it's going down, but we really don't know for sure yet. So, unfortunately, if you actually zoom in, this is the daily time frame. So 1, 2, 3, 4 days in a row of basically no price action on the dollar pairs. I mean, yeah, if you're looking at it on the 5-minute, 1-minute time frame, it's obviously some price action, but really an extremely tight range on the dollar this week so far. Now, if it goes up and breaks structure, I'm going to definitely become bullish on the dollar, potentially the end of a wave C, go up and make new highs. If it doesn't do that, but instead makes new lows and just keeps on going down, to me, that's going to prove that the weekly time frame really is in a huge downtrend for a wave C that would likely last several months, with pullbacks along the way, obviously. So I'm going to start off on the euro dollar. We're going to look at the euro dollar, pound dollar, and we'll take a look at gold because those are always the most popular pairs by far. So I definitely want to make sure we take a look at those. This live stream kind of replaces my PM videos that I normally do, so I want to make sure to cover them. So, I mean, for me, it really still depends on the US dollar index. I mean, honestly, I've been saying the same thing all week because unfortunately not much has changed on the dollar. This still could be part of a correction, unfortunately. This definitely still could end up going back down. But in the same rates, we definitely could be in the middle of a wave 3 and we're just, in a little bit of a hesitation period and it's going to just keep on going up. I'm definitely still bullish until the US dollar tells me otherwise. Definitely bullish. And I mean, really, I didn't catch this trade today, but I did catch a trade on the US dollar switch to the short side, but I caught this big move up. Very nice trade. I mean, you definitely could have caught this move up pretty nicely. I mean, if you were doing nothing but looking for logs, there's been some really nice trades for sure. Very nice trades. And honestly, in hindsight, this was a very nice entry too. Look at that, 1, 2, 3 waves down. If I kind of go over here a little bit, this is what I would consider just a running ABC correction. Impulse it down, potentially 3 waves up, 3 waves down. Maybe it's a WXY. Either way, it's a lower low and a higher high. Kind of a running ABC correction. Beautiful end of a correction. Very nice for sure. And like I said, it really depends on the dollar index. If the dollar index breaks up, then this possibly could break down. But until the dollar index breaks up, I'm still bullish on the dollar. I'm definitely still looking on shorts to dollar or longs on every one of these dollar pairs, really. And obviously shorts on these dollar pairs. So anyways, I'm definitely still looking for longs. I just wanted to point out this end of a correction that we had today, and obviously another end of a correction we had yesterday. This is more of like a running expanding, like an expanding or a running flat type thing. Very nice patterns lately. Very nice price action. Even though on the daily time frame it's been overall pretty slow, especially if you look at the dollar index. Pound dollar made it all the way up to the next Fibonacci level. It made it all the way up to the 123. It's a good sign that this is likely not a wave C. And like I said, I'm definitely still sticking to the fact that it's likely not a wave C and that likely we are in the middle of a trend that is going to probably last several months, which will obviously have pullbacks along the way. But for the most part, it should continue to make higher highs, higher lows on this daily time frame. So if you've been following along my videos and stuff, I've been saying go long every single chance you get. This right here is a correction. This right here is a end of a correction. This right here is the end of a big old giant correction. I mean, there's been some really nice opportunities to go long, especially at the end of some of these very clear corrections. The pound dollar is the one that I did the best on this week. I had 2 positions to the long side that I closed. But very profitable trades. And like I said, that's a 3-way pullback right there. That's a perfect little 3-way pullback right there today. So I definitely would suggest looking for longs, and I would definitely suggest continuing to look for longs. Not right this minute. At the end of three-way pullbacks, I would definitely suggest looking for longs. So definitely still looking for longs. Definitely still looking for shorts on the dollar pairs. Now, gold doesn't really follow along with the dollar, really, for the most part. Gold does kind of whatever it wants to do. But if you watched my morning video, my morning AM video this morning, gold is literally doing exactly what I said in this morning's video. Go back and take a look at that. I was saying that more than likely gold was going to go down and retest this 78% to complete a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That to me looks like a very clear five-way pattern. 78% Fibonacci. I think there's a good chance that we might have the end of a crescent right here. I would be pretty bullish on this. I've been thinking that this was going to be an ending diagonal wave 5 of wave 3. So wave 5 of wave 3 on the weekly time frame, which I could show you that. You really kind of need to go to the monthly time frame to see it, but we're in a 1, 2, 3 right now. We're still definitely in a wave 3. But if you go down to the weekly time frame, you can see the subdivisions, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of wave 3. So I think we're in a wave 5 of wave 3 right now. And I think there's a good chance we're going to make like an ending diagonal for the final 5 of 5. So it's going to be like a very overlapping, very messy, slow walk to the upside, probably to the 261% Fibonacci extension, right around the $3,000 an ounce area is definitely where I'm looking for. But yeah, like I said, if you were watching my morning video, and definitely hit that notification bell so you do watch that morning video, you probably, especially if you're scalping, you probably took gold to the downside, back to the bottom, 78%. Now you're back into a long. Be a little bit on the cautious side because this move down does kind of look corrective. It possibly could make a lower high and go down and then go up again, or it could possibly turn into like more of an expanding correction and then go down again like that. But to me, it looks like the end of a correction, and I would stay pretty bullish unless it like goes up and makes a very impulsive move down. I would definitely stay pretty bullish. I would expect it to continue the trend. I think that we're in a wave 1, a wave 2, and probably a wave 3 of that wave 5 of 5 of 3. And if it really is a leading diagonal, this is right here would be the wave 1. The wave 3 would likely be smaller than the wave 1, as in it would be a little bit smaller than the distance that this wave 1 traveled. So that could give you a pretty good idea, maybe 78% or 88% of the wave 1 would be a good target for your wave 3. So anyways, yeah, like I said, those are the 3 pairs that I wanted to make sure I cover because those are the videos that I normally make. I'm going to start taking requests from the audience. The whole point of these live streams is kind of interact with the group and interact with the audience and things like that. So definitely if you have something you want me to look at, put in the chats. I'm going to do first come, first serve. If you haven't done so already, definitely join my free Discord channel. It's 100% free to join. You never have to pay a dime if you do not want to. If you would like to join my membership, it is at my website, fxpipcollector.com, which I don't like to call it a signal service, but I do share every single trade I take at the time of entry. That's why I like to call it Learn and Earn at the same time. If you go to my homepage, watch this video right here, you can kind of learn the benefits that you get. But definitely the fact that I share on my swing trades is definitely a pretty big benefit. As you can see, yesterday I ended up closing, well, today I closed a short on the US dollar Swiss with a pretty good profit. And yesterday, the pound dollar, 2 long opportunities, 80 pips to the long side, 30 pips to the long side, euro dollar, 35 pips to the long side, Aussie CAD, 26 pips to the long side. So it's been a really good week so far this week, and I do share every single trade I take at the time of entry. But really, the main purpose of the group is for you to learn to trade. That's the only way you're going to get your financial dreams is if you learn to trade, not by following somebody else's trades. But I like the fact that hopefully you can earn by following along and learn by attending my live course and my Zoom meetings and stuff like that. So anyways, the US dollar CAD is actually the first one that I have requested. This was requested by one of my premium members, my website members. So I'm going to start off with the US dollar CAD and then Skywick. How's it going, buddy? I'm going to do Skywick's Aussie dollar. And then Blank wants the Bitcoin and then the pound dollar, which we already looked at. And we'll probably revisit the pound dollar, euro dollar going towards the end of the live stream anyway. So stick around for that. Now, you have to go all the way up to the weekly time frame to actually see what it is I think is happening. Let me get rid of these little trend lines. Constantly having to adjust time frames and stuff on TradingView. So you got to kind of go to the weekly time frame and zoom out quite a bit to see what I actually think is going on. I spend more time analyzing the higher time frames than anything, and then I just go down to the shorter time frames and trade in the direction of the higher time frames. But anyways, yeah, I mean, I think this is a very clear pattern on the dollar CAD. We got impulsive, corrective, impulsive, 3 waves down, impulsive, corrective, impulsive, 3 waves up, impulsive, oops, a little too far, impulsive, corrective, should lead to another impulsive. And this next impulsive should be around the same size as this one right here. So I think it potentially would put us down below these lows. So I'm definitely still very bearish. Hey, yeah, definitely. We'll look at the dollar again for sure. Stick around and I'll get to everybody's requests. Keep the requests coming. We'll stay on for a full hour. As long as people keep requesting stuff, I'll stay on for the full hour. So keep the requests coming. So yeah, anyways, I'm thinking there's a good chance that the dollar CAD is in a huge downtrend. We're just in the very, very early stages of the trend now. Now, if you go down to about the 4-hour time frame, you can kind of see what it is. Let me get rid of this little breaker structure. Actually, let me leave that there. I'll leave it there for now. We'll just zoom in a little bit. Do this right here so we can actually see. There we go. So I think what we have here is we potentially have impulsive down ending right here for a wave 1. I think we might have 3 waves up for a wave A. I think we might have 3 waves down for a wave B, and or potentially ending right there, either way. And then potentially 5 waves up today for a wave C. Not just today, but this week so far, 5 waves up for a wave C. You have a lower high wave C and a lower low wave B with 3 waves up, 3 waves down, 5 waves up. That is a 3-3-5 pattern in my eyes. So I think that's a 3-3-5 pattern, which is an extremely very, very well-known pattern if you know about Elliott wave. If that really is a 3-3-5 pattern, this potentially could be a wave 1, a wave 2, and a wave 3 coming. So yeah, we'll see if it follows through or not. The CAD has been pretty volatile lately with all the Canadian tariff news going on. I'm pretty sure Trump was on tonight talking about tariffs again. So it's been pretty volatile. Kind of sucks because Canada is kind of brothers from the north, so it kind of sucks that they have to be so, the government has to be so dumb, both of them probably. But we definitely got a nice break of structure to the downside. It looks to me like this trend potentially could be over, which is potentially the beginning of a big move. We'll see. Might have to hold and hope on this one for a little while, definitely. So that's what I think is going on with the dollar CAD. It might literally just be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of 1, and then make a big pullback, and then make a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of 3. So just this wave 1, I would expect to probably last several weeks easily. So that's potentially a really big move, possibly. So yeah, anyways, yeah, keep the requests coming. We're going to look at the Aussie dollar next for Skyrick. Yeah, hey CD, how's it going? Yeah, we already looked at gold. You might have to rewatch the beginning of the meeting, but we already took a look at gold. Aussie dollar to me still... I will probably look at gold again if you stick around towards the end of the live stream. I'll definitely look at gold again because that's definitely the most popular pair for most people. Definitely not my most popular pair, especially as an American, because anybody from America knows that you can't trade gold with a U.S. broker from America. So you can't even trade gold. So I really never traded gold much because of that fact alone. As an American, you can't really trade gold. But anyways, let me get rid of a couple of these Fibonacci levels. Never really hurt my feelings too much. I got about 36 some odd pairs that I trade, so I got plenty of pairs to trade. And I do trade gold once in a while now, because I do have a European broker now. So, the Aussie dollar did break structure to the downside, but I am still looking at this move down as likely a correction to this last move up. We had a nice break of structure on the Aussie dollar right here, so potentially we're just doing, the break of structure, pull back below structure, and then continuation pattern is possibly what we got going on here. So we might have a turn coming on this at some point too. I'm pretty sure we got a little bit of Aussie news coming too, don't we? Let's check out the news. We got Aussie news this week? Oh no, the Aussie news was last night. We had CPI last night for Aussie. Yeah, tomorrow we got unemployment claims, GDP for the dollar. We got durable goods, core durable goods. Some more housing news. The G20 meetings are continuing tomorrow. We got CPI for JPY Tokyo, CPI Tokyo, so that's definitely a big one, especially if you trade the yen pairs a lot. And then Friday we got GDP for the CAD. We got some German news, German CPI first thing in the morning, and then we got PCE, which is a pretty good one. Price. It's definitely an inflationary thing. Change the price of goods and services purchased by consumers, excluding food and energy. So that's a pretty good one because that tells a lot about inflationary type stuff. So that definitely is a pretty decent one. So I mean, to be honest with you, I would recommend still looking for shorts right now until we get a proof that we're going back up. If you're trading like the 1 hour time frame and below, that's what I would definitely still suggest. To be honest with you, there was a really nice end of a correction today on this. It happened last night in the Asian session, probably at that Asian news, but that was a beautiful ABC correction right there. Nice little continuation down. Now, for me, this break of structure right here doesn't tell me that anything is over. It could go up and break that structure and keep going down. This is the break of structure because that's the last end of a correction. So that right there is a break of structure that would tell me that this move over is over. So this potentially could be another correction. It could be a wave A. It could do something like that for an ABC. Something kind of like what happened yesterday. And then it could continue to downtrend pretty easily. So definitely still looking for shorts. Even though I think on the higher time frame we should be looking for the end of this correction, the market is going to tell us when it's over. If this really is the end of the correction, it'll go up, it'll break structure with momentum, it'll pull back below structure, and then you'll get a long out here for a big old giant push to the upside. So until that happens, I would be looking for shorts in a downtrend, definitely. So anyways, yeah, so I'm going to continue to take requests. Definitely don't forget to check out my Discord channel. Like I said, my Discord channel is 100% free to join. You do not ever have to pay a dime to join that Discord channel if you do not want to. Let's see what's next. We got Bitcoin next. I just looked at Bitcoin earlier for some people in my group because, boy, Bitcoin has made a pretty significant turn in my opinion. You got to kind of go all the way up to a high time frame to really see what's going on here. We have a very, very, very clear 5 waves up, in my opinion. I think Bitcoin is going to end the trend. I think this trend right here is over. Now, that doesn't mean it's going to go down to zero or anything like that, but I think we are likely going to make a correction to the whole trend, which means this is probably just like an A, B, C, and then maybe back up. I think Bitcoin eventually is going to go down quite a ways. In my opinion, especially looking at other crypto pairs for correlation, correlated pairs are extremely important, and Ethereum looks very, very, very bearish. And that's definitely a correlated pair. But more on the daily time frame, look at this. Wave 1, wave 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of 3, ABC of 4, another impulsive up 5. That is like a picture perfect 5-wave trend on Bitcoin. And then we have a break of structure. So the only thing we really know right now 100% for sure is that the last 5 waves is up. So this last 5 waves is up. So now we got our Fibonacci retracement on there. This move down that we're currently getting definitely could be a correction, and it definitely could just go up. But I think it's very clear that we are only in a wave A right now. Eventually, it probably will make a pretty decent move up for a wave B, which will probably, go to a percentage of this move down, and then probably down again for a wave C. Yeah, US dollar yen. I think we got the pound dollar, so yeah, US dollar yen is next. Watson, somebody already requested the dollar yen, so I would expect something like that. It might not take that long though. It might be more like this, something like that. I think it's potentially going to go down to at least $72,000. Maybe these tops over here will become a bottom, something like that. So my target on this move down is right around $72,000. But I don't even think that the wave A is over yet. I think that we're still in a wave A. So definitely still looking at this as a wave A, which means I would definitely still be looking for sorts. Three-way pullbacks. I mean, if you get a nice significant break of structure to the upside, but I think it's going to stretch out more. I think it's going down. Like I said, 72,000 would be my target for the pullback, definitely. Let's see. I don't actually trade crypto, but I do look at it once in a while for other people. I've never traded crypto in my life, to tell you the truth. US dollar yen really depends a lot right now on. We'll look at gold. I looked at gold right at the beginning of the live stream. I looked at the euro dollar, pound dollar, and gold right at the beginning of the live stream. I don't know, like I said, these live streams are supposed to replace the PM videos I do, but I know those PM videos are very popular, so I'm just kind of testing this out. So if you prefer the live streams, definitely give me a thumbs up, like, make sure you subscribe, get that YouTube algorithm pushing this out, because if not, I may just go back to doing the 3 p.m. videos. But I'm not going to do them both because that takes up way too much time, and when I finish this, it's dinner time at 7 p.m. at night, so it's dinner time for me. But anyways, I'll go back to gold, though. I will look at gold at the end, no problem. I'll look at gold, the euro dollar, and the pound dollar one more time, no problem. But anyways, the US dollar yen really still depends on this US dollar, this JPY basket, that is. This JPY basket could be 3 waves down, 1, 2, 3 waves down, 1, 2, 3 waves up. And then potentially it could turn down for either 5 waves down and then up again, or potentially it could turn into 3 waves down. If it's 3 waves down, it's a WXY. If it's 5 waves down, it's a flat pattern. But just because we see 3 waves up doesn't mean that it needs to turn down. We're at the 100% right now. If it keeps going, I definitely would recommend continuing to look for long JPY basket. And if it just keeps on going, then great. If, on the other hand, the 4-hour time frame gives you a nice clear break of structure to the downside, then I would definitely stop looking for longs and I would definitely start looking for shorts, which means every single one of these JPY pairs I would start. If I'm looking for shorts on the JPY basket, that means I'm looking for longs on every JPY pair, including the dollar yen. So, long story short, dollar yen, I'm still looking for shorts. My analysis is still that this is an ABC correction right here, and that potentially this is going to keep going down over the next months. But if the JPY basket proves me wrong by breaking structure down, then I will be more than happy to change my analysis to this being an A, B, C, and this potentially going back up. So for now, until the JPY basket tells me otherwise, I am assuming that we're in a wave C. But I'm only going to assume that until the JPY basket tells me so. If the JPY basket doesn't tell me so, I will be more than happy to start looking for longs. Because the dollar yen is definitely more of a JPY pair than it is a dollar pair by far. I've been suggesting to look for shorts, and anybody that's been listening has probably been doing amazingly well. There was another short today at the end of a 1, 2, 3 pullback. There was a short yesterday at the end of a 1, 2, 3 pullback. There was a short on Friday at the end of a 1, 2, 3 pullback. There was a short last Wednesday at the end of a 1, 2, 3 pullback. And then way back here on Tuesday, there was a bigger pullback, but there was a short way back there on Tuesday. So anybody that's been following along and anybody that has not been fighting the trend has probably been doing pretty damn good. And I would definitely continue to do so. I have no idea whether this is going to go down, make new lows. All I know is that when the market decides to make another 3-way pullback, I'm not going to be going long. I'm going to be excited, but not to go long. I'm going to be excited because I know if at the end of a 3-way pullback, I can go short again. Hopefully for the continuation of the downtrend. The trend is definitely your friend until the market tells you otherwise. And for me, the JPY basket is going to be what tells me otherwise. So yeah, let's see here. Keep the requests coming in. I only got a couple more. I got the pound yen next, which the pound yen totally relies on this JPY basket that I was just talking about. if the JPY basket goes down, breaks structure, I will become bullish on the pound yen and every other yen pair that, for that matter. So my yen pair analysis really, really depends on this JPY basket, big time. Whoops. So before we keep going, I've been watching these indices a little bit closer too, the S&P 500, the NASDAQ, and the Dow Jones, and also the DAX and the FTSE, because in my membership, we do Zoom meetings every single day, but I just started a brand new funded account this week that I am trading with the group. We're mostly trading the indices, but I'm also trading the dollar pairs. So me in the group, in the members only Zoom meetings, trading this live, this funded account together as a group. I just got everything organized today. I just started trading it yesterday, but I wasn't organized enough to really hit it hard yet. So we're gonna start trading this together in the Zoom meetings that we do. Probably trying to get a couple decent day trades on the indices or the dollar pairs. So, like I said, definitely check out my website if it's fxpipcollector.com, and I do give a lot of benefits, lots and lots of benefits. Hey, Inslee, nice to see you. Been a long time. It's nice doing these live streams because I get to talk to people I haven't talked to in a long time. So, hey, how's it going? Nice to see you. Oh, did I miss some requests? So how's everything been going with you? Hopefully really good. So let me look at the pound yen. So if I was going to go long on one of these yen pairs, it would have to be the pound yen, to tell you the truth. Because the pound is actually quite a bit stronger than most of these other yen pairs. Yeah, doing really, really good. I'm trying to get some funded accounts built up now. I've been trading my personal money, and I've been trading a $100,000 Darwin account for about a year now, but I got a $50,000 account, and if that goes good, I'm probably going to purchase the $400,000 account that they offer. It costs $2,000, but geez, $400,000 worth of capital would be pretty nice to trade with. So that's probably going to be my next step. If I get that $400,000 account, I'm going to be trading with about $600,000 worth of capital. So that's going to be pretty nice for sure. Oh, nice. That's one good thing about the. I spent I spent about 18 years working in a labor union out of Boston, and I even though I left the union, I still have my pension. So no matter what I do, I'm always gonna have my pension, which is awesome. So even if I make all kinds of money from my tradings, someday I'll still get that. Yeah, I don't really think fund. I'm actually kind of against funded accounts in a way, but they're a really good way to build capital fast. The only problem is that funded accounts are definitely a little bit on the scammy side, especially some of them. Some of them are good. I think 5%ers and FTMO and some of the other ones are good, but some of them are definitely pretty scammy. I would personally still be looking for shorts on the yen pairs though. But like I said, if I did want to go long, it would probably have to be the pound yen because the pound yen potentially could make a higher low. All the other yen pairs are actually down to like an equal low. If you look, all the other yen pairs have like made it down to like a triple bottom type situation. Yeah, they definitely want people to fail. Oh man, look at that. Anybody that's been shorting the yen is doing pretty good, that's for sure. I think the yen is gonna just keep on trending. So, but as you notice, the pound yen hasn't made a new low yet. So if the yen basket does turn down, I think the pound yen would be the good choice to go up. But the pound basket, the JPY basket definitely hasn't turned down. So, and boy, that looks like another end of a correction. I want to show you guys something real quick. Anybody that has not been fighting these trends has probably been doing pretty damn good. I probably wouldn't have gone short right here because that's just one impulse to move up, but I definitely would have gone short there. That would have been a sweet trade. And then when it went back up, I probably would have gone short there. And then I probably could have gone short there. And you probably could have gone short here. Man, anybody that's not been fighting these trends has probably been doing pretty damn good. You could have gone sort back here, could have gone sort back there. Pretty nice, for sure. So, anyways, let's see. Yeah, so I would definitely recommend shorts still. But if the JPY basket does give you that break of structure telling you to start looking for shorts on the basket, that pound yen would probably be my first choice to go long on, definitely. So, anyways, yeah, definitely keep the requests coming in. Yeah, we gotta be a little bit careful. I don't know if any of you guys are actually watching the live stream, but people in my members chats right now are talking about this US dollar CAD. We definitely do have to be careful because I do agree that it could be a 1, 2, 3, 4. It looks like an entry. It looks like a possible end of a correction, but it could possibly do something like this and go up again. And it might even go up and take out the highs. So we do have to be careful on this for sure. It looks like potentially a decent pullback there. And then this is all one trend. And then that break of structure that we're currently seeing is actually just the end of a trend for the wave 3. So like a wave 1, a wave 2, wave 3. Potentially it does like a wave 4, then potentially back up for wave 5. But it looks like the end of a correction if you're on a little bit of a higher time frame. So I don't know. We'll see if it follows through or not. The CAD's a little tricky because of everything going on with Canada right now. The CAD is definitely a little tricky, but on the 4 hour time frame, it totally looks like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, doesn't it? So definitely be careful on that dollar CAD. Watch yourself. Be ready to get out if you gotta. This little push up ain't gonna make me get out, but if it goes up too far, I'll definitely get out. 1, 2, 3 waves up. If it does something like this, it seems like it would make a full wave, 3-way pullback, even if it does go back up. So we'll see. That could be a bear trap, though. Where's my bear trap gif? Where that guy tries to stick his hand in a bear trap. That could be a bear trap right there. What happens? Get your hand caught. We'll see. I'm gonna wait. If it doesn't push down before I go to bed tonight, I'll just get out. No problem. Been an amazing week, honestly. So I think this would be if this turns into a loss. I think it's my first loss all week, honestly. Actually, no, I think there was maybe one at the beginning of the week. I'd have to look. I try not to. At the end of every week, I do a little bit of a report. Like I go over all my trades, make sure that I know what. If I did lose any trades, I make sure that I know what I studied the ones that I potentially lost. Go over what might have gone wrong. Oh, that's right. I tried to sort the dollar CAD already once this week. That's what happens when you try to anticipate a end of a correction. Yeah, I tried to go sort right here at the 50%. I thought that was an ABC correction, and it did turn, but it was only a 0.25% loss, and I definitely made up for that. This CAD's a little tricky right now because of what's going on with Canada. Every single time Trump says anything about tariffs, the CAD does spikes and goes all over the place. So, anyways, yeah, if anybody has any more requests, definitely put them in the chats. I'd be more than happy to take a look at anything. If you haven't done so already, definitely join my free Discord channel. It is 100% free to join. I never do make anybody pay a dime if you want. I actually want to create a community of like-minded traders that are willing to help each other out. So I want my actual community to be free. If you want all the extra stuff like my trade setups and the trading course and me more active in the members chats, the members chats are way more active, then you definitely have to join through my website. It is only $30 a month right now. I used to charge $50 a month for my membership, but I lowered it to $30 because I don't really want people to feel like they, paying a lot of money for this because it's really all about the community for me. Make it affordable for everybody. Oh, that dollar CAD's pushing down again. This is a short that I took today was on the dollar CAD because that was in the direction of the trend, but I got out before it started pushing up. I got out right here because I was thinking it was going to be a top bottom and maybe go up again. But it's probably just going to go down and make a new low, isn't it? Definitely looks like it's going to. So let's see. Did I miss anybody's request? Dollar yen. We'll take a look at gold, I guess, again. Yeah, I definitely don't pay attention to head and shoulders. Head and shoulders is a pattern that only people that don't know anything about Elliott wave notice. I mean, there's nothing wrong with head and shoulders. I'm not saying that that's like a bad thing to look for. I'm just saying that anybody that studies Elliott wave doesn't see head and shoulders. That's your head and shoulders right there. To an Elliott wave trader, this is a 5-wave uptrend and a 3-wave pullback leading to the continuation of the uptrend. Or it's a 5 waves of like wave C and it's a wave 1, wave 2, wave 3. Knees and toes. Is that the opposite? It's like this. For some reason, I have a hard time drawing it in the bearish scenario. There we go. Something like that. Same thing, reverse head and shoulders. But it's really no difference. I mean, if you want to call it a head and shoulders, call it a head and shoulders. Just one of those things. Anytime you can tell when somebody trades Elliott wave, because if you say head and shoulders to them, they're going to be like, no, that's not a pattern I'd look for. But overall, man, the dollar has been so slow this week. It's kind of good for like in and out trading, like day trading, just getting in and out, in and out. But boy, look, I keep looking back at this daily time frame on the dollar index. 1, 2, 3, 4 days in a row, the dollar index has literally done basically nothing but rains. And it is pretty good for like day trading, scalping type stuff. But boy, it is a pretty slow market for the dollar pairs. Let's take a look at gold again, I guess. Oh man, that gold trade is following too. Manu is loving life right now. He nailed that bottom. He got in at 93. 893 right there. He's pretty damn happy right now. I think on gold what's going to happen is I think we're going to have an ending diagonal, wave 5 of 3. I think this is going to be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, an ending diagonal, which means this coming up wave 3 is probably going to be smaller than the wave 1. It's probably going to form a little bit of like a wedge pattern, which I can't draw straight lines, but it's probably going to form a little bit of a wedge pattern by the time it's all done, which means it's going to be probably pretty overlapping and messy on the sort of time frames. But man, I definitely think there's some clarity to gold. I think that right there is extremely clearly an ABC. That was a very, very, very clear ABC pattern too. So look at that. We had 5 waves up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We had, it's probably more of a flat, but it's kind of like 3 waves down, 3 waves up. So 3, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down. So 3, 3, 5 pattern. Higher high wave B, lower low wave C. That's an expanding flat. 3, 3, 5. 3, 3, 5. You better learn what it, if you don't know what expanding and running flats are, you better learn, because boy, they are literally all over these charts, like everywhere. It looks like to me the end of a crescent, and in order for it to be the end of a crescent, though, it needs to maintain momentum. It needs to go up and break structure and just continue up. But I think it's potentially a beginning of a wave 3. But I think the wave 3 will be smaller than this wave 1 right here, because that's the characteristics of an ending diagonal. Is the wave 3 will be smaller than the wave 1, and then the wave 5 will be smaller than both of the preceding waves. So yeah, like I said, if anybody has any more requests, definitely put them in the chats. I'll stay on for the full hour as long as people give me requests. Dollar, the euro dollar to me, I think the euro dollar on the monthly time frame. Oops, don't mind that. I think the euro dollar has found a big bottom. At least I'm hoping it did. I think that this is an A, B, now 5 waves of C. Oh, no problem. I enjoy it. I personally enjoy. Oh, Palladium. Yeah, I can look at Palladium. No problem, Harry. I enjoy the live streams more than the PM videos because then I can interact with people. I see people that I recognize like Inslee and yeah, people that come every day, Skywick, and when you come to these meetings every day, I start to recognize your names and get to know people a little bit. It's good. This is kind of like a contracting triangle on the euro dollar. You got a little bit of a lower low wave B, higher high wave C, contracting triangle. And then over here you had like a running type thing, like a running ABC type thing. Been pretty nice, that's for sure. Trading's, even though it's been a little slow, trading has actually been pretty good this week, last couple weeks. Mostly because the market's been trending, which is good. I do really well when the market's trending. Definitely. So yeah, let's check out the pound dollar. The pound dollar, for me, was one of the best trades that I've had probably all month long, honestly. Yeah, I think the pound dollar was the best trade of the month for me. I had 2 positions that I just closed. I closed last night, though. So I closed like right at the market close, like right at this little spike right here. But one of the trades I had for almost 2 weeks, and then the other one was right here. I think the other trade I took, I can't remember. It could have been there, but I thought it was down here originally. But I think what happened is I got in here, I got out here, then I got in here, and I held both of these trades to right here. So the pound dollar over the past few weeks has definitely been really, really good to me. That's for sure. But I think that what happened today was an extremely clear pattern. I ended up shorting the dollar Swiss, which was a good trade too. And we were focused on some of these indices, so I didn't really get a chance to take this one. But 1, 2, 3 waves down. That was an extremely clear end of a Kretzen. This is an expanding ABC Kretzen from yesterday. So we've had some pretty clear patterns on the euro dollar, that all the dollar pairs, even though the dollar's been kind of slow. The dollar index itself has been pretty slow. So anyways, I am doing these live streams every single night, every single weekday. So Friday is probably going to be like a 30-minute live stream, though. I'm probably not going to do the full hour on Friday, but Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we'll do at 6 p.m. GMT time or 1 p.m. in the afternoon Eastern Standard Time. I'll be doing up to a 1-hour live stream. And if people continue to give me requests, I'll stay on for the full hour. If not, then I'll likely get off a few minutes earlier. But we'll stay on for the full hour most of the time. And this is replacing my 3 p.m. videos. So in order for me to continue doing these live streams, I definitely make sure you like and subscribe. Give it the thumbs up so that way the YouTube algorithm pushes it out to new people. Because if it's not that popular, I'll probably just go back to doing my PM videos. But yeah, I want to look at platinum for, I almost forgot, I need to look at Palladium. Not platinum, Palladium for Harry. I almost forgot about you, Harry. Sorry about that. But he's one of my premium members, so I definitely don't want to forget about him. I always get confused about which one's platinum and Palladium. I gotta actually hover so I can see. Platinum is XPT. Palladium is XPD. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, man. I think last time I looked at this, I thought it was gonna make a bigger pullback, but I guess that's why the trend is your friend. I've never actually traded. Oh yeah, now I can see. Jeez, look at that. Oh my God. One up, corrective down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up. Oh no, I didn't. I might not have noticed this last time. This is probably a wave 1. This is probably a running flat for a wave 2. We're probably in a wave 3. It's probably gonna go down and make a new low. Where does that put you on the higher time frame, so phew. It must be getting close to a Fibonacci level. Oh yeah, there we go. Probably down to the 88%. For some reason, metals love the 88%. Gold really likes that 88% pullback. They like to make those really deep pullbacks. So I think we're in a wave three. I think this is a one. I think that's definitely an expanding. Look at that thing. Higher high, lower low. That's an expanding correction. ABC type pattern. So this is probably the one. This is probably the two. I bet we're in a wave three, and I bet it's not even close to being over. Kind of makes you wonder if gold is possibly starting a wave four, like a bigger move to the downside. We were talking about that today in the Zoom meeting, that gold maybe is starting its wave four finally. It's definitely possible, but we'll see. I'm still bullish until proven otherwise on everything, that's for sure. So, anyways, let's see here. Any more requests? I don't watch the requests. I also live stream on Discord, so if you are watching this on YouTube and you're sick of the YouTube ads, then you can come on my free Discord channel and watch it for free without any pesky YouTube ads. But I don't watch the chats on here because I have too many other chats to watch. I'm usually watching this members chats because I'm always trying to, interact with people on here. As you can see, these members chats are way more active. We got people posting their charts all day. I post my charts in here all day. We also do a 2-hour Zoom meeting every single day where we look at the charts, look for trades. We've been trading that $50,000 funded account together. So these chats are way more active. These are the charts that I post. So it is only $30 a month. It's really all about the community for me too. It's not really about, giving people trades. It's going to be almost impossible for anybody to ever get their trading goals met if they're only following other people's trades. But that's why I like to call it learn and earn at the same time, because if you want to, you can follow my trades and hopefully you can take my trading course and you can kind of learn how to trade on your own, kind of get your own style of trading going, hopefully with the help of people in the group. So anyways, I think that's it. I don't have any more requests, so I think that's it for tonight. It's almost 7 o'clock, so dinner time is coming. So I'm going to go prepare for dinner. I think we're having nachos tonight, so I love nachos, so I'm looking forward to that. We make our own nachos in the oven. So anyways, I will talk to everybody tomorrow morning in the London session. Anybody that's one of my members, I'll talk to you tomorrow afternoon, and we're going to be trading this 50K account together. I pretty much got it all ready to go now, so it should be good to go. We got this $50,000 account that I just barely opened. Literally, I just started trading it this week, and I'm trading this account with my premium members together in the group, in the Zoom meetings. It's not just the Zoom meetings, though, because the Zoom meetings only last 2 hours, and I'll potentially enter trades anytime during the New York session or anytime during the London session. So, but I notify people when I do enter a trade outside of the Zoom meetings. I currently have an EA doing that for me. So in Discord, I have an EA on my personal trading account that every single time I do anything, from moving my stop loss to take profit, to put in a take profit, to anything I do gets recorded on here. It comes out with daily reports. It comes out with weekly reports. It comes out with monthly reports, and this is all done with my EA. So yeah, so I just started doing this recently, last November, I think. But you can see every single trade I take at the time of entry with stop losses, take profits. But like I said, you're really never going to be successful if you don't learn to trade. You could follow along with like the best trader in the world, and if you were just doing nothing but following his trade, you probably wouldn't even come near the results that he gets. That's for sure. That's why you kind of learn the skill of trading. Unfortunately, trading is a skill, and unfortunately, it's an extremely difficult skill to learn. A lot of people kind of compare it to, like going to college to become an engineer, or something along those lines. It potentially takes a couple of years or more before you really get the hang of things. Oh, hey, Ensley. It looks like Ensley joined back up. Nice to see you, buddy. been a long time, so thanks a lot, buddy. I appreciate it. Nice to see you. Ensley is a really good trader too, from what I can remember. Definitely. So yeah, definitely check that out. Maybe it wasn't Ensley. I thought it was Ensley, but maybe it wasn't. No, that's not him, is it? No, that's not you, is it? I thought that was you, but I don't think it is. Either way, thanks for joining. I will see everybody tomorrow night during the live stream, or check out my morning AM video where I cover all the dollar pairs and most of the yen pairs. I hope everybody enjoys the rest of the evening, and as always, thank you for watching and happy trading to everyone.